hitting the heavy bag, done properly, not foolishly. If you're weak boned, not conditioned for it, by all means don't come down here and start throwing everything you have on this bag. This is good just to sit here and work it, even just a shadow boxing, you know, or just running in place with your guards up. Just try holding your hands up and see what a difference that makes when you're running in place, as opposed to letting them hang down here. When you jog, you should jog with your hands up. Get used to keeping your feet up if you're gonna be a fighter. If you're gonna be a fighter, you need to do lots of road work. You need to do lots of jump rope. We'll get the speed bag set up in the next lesson or two, and we'll show you some speed bag exercises and things you can work on. Okay, we got a heavy bag, we're gonna want a speed bag. Depends how serious you want to take your boxing. If you're a mixed martial artist enthusiast, I can help you get by with bare bones minimum equipment to be the most effective fighter you can be besides the grappling. I can show you some joint locks and joint manipulation, but in order to do arena fighting, then you need to get training way above and beyond what I have to offer you. Because those are probably some of the most extreme athletes on the planet. So, we have worked the straight jab, okay? We work the jab, okay? Targets to the jab would be to the nose, okay? To the solar plexus, nose, solar plexus, and the chin. Keep them right on the button, they call it. And the chin, you know, like Kirk Douglas had a little button on his chin, that's where you want to hit that jab. If you can work it in there or into the nose, or straight in the eyes, whatever. Someplace in the face. And in the chest is a nice place. If you hit somebody hard enough in the heart, you'll stop their heart and drop them to the canvas, I've heard, as fast as anything. And then you also can go down low to the whole midsection. Same with the right hand, you got the same targets, everything in the face, the nose, the chin, you know, the eyes, you know, the chest, the heart again, and then down to the midsection, to the body. Okay, nothing below the belt, as you know. When we start showing hooks, legal targets would be the temple, the jaw is probably the best place you can connect on the jaw or right above the eye. Eyes, if you look at the head, the way it's shaped, there's lots of places that's pretty obvious. If you start running your fingers around the contour of your face, you can see where if you hit something blunt against the edge of your eye sockets, etc., you're more than likely going to cut on the edge of that bone. So you can pretty much figure out where the cutting areas are as far as striking your opponent. Okay, so we've learned also that by twisting, you know, when you twist the leather at the end of your glove, it has a twisting where it twists the flesh just enough as it's making contact against the bone, it's twisting and also causing additional cutting. And when you get into the game, of course, cutting your opponent is a tremendous advantage if you can cut them above the eye. It's a kind of a sad way to see a fight won or lost, but it's an effective tactic, and boxers use it, and you may as well use it in there too. No sense in not knowing it on the street if you ever have to defend yourself, your girlfriend, your mother, your father, your friend, whoever it may be that needs defending. Okay. So, I'm going to talk more about conditioning, I guess, today. I've showed you basically most of the punches. The uppercut basically is just thrown from here. From here, you just take the hand and you just turn it, and it comes up at a 90-degree angle, and you lift. So in this case, with the left hand, I would lift with my left toe, and I just pretend like I'm trying to lift something off the ground, but it's fast. It comes up, has to be under the chin, or dig underneath the rib cage. You can dig under the ribs or kind of into the sides, in which case it becomes more of a hook. The uppercut is doing just that, driving straight upwards. So it goes up like this, up like this. So you want to sneak it in to the guards and up and under the chin. You got to be pretty good to slip an uppercut in. You got to be pretty fast, confident, so make sure you're able to work your way in, soften your opponent up with a couple punches before you come in with the uppercut. You know, I guess at the last minute. Uppercuts is pretty lethal punch. And then followed up by a right hand. I mean, there's no limit to what combinations you can throw it up. It's whatever works for you. I'm a left-handed fighter. I fight in a right-handed stance. I prefer my left hand out first, my short hook and my short jab. They suit me pretty well. Just for the fact that I keep my left leg forward, which I like as an offensive weapon when I'm doing martial arts and karate, which is my forte. So I maintain this stance. If I change stances and go to fight with a left-handed stance, it really limits me in a way that I'm embarrassed. I'll tell you, this is one lesson to learn from me that I didn't learn and never practiced enough, and that's to train your weak leg and your weak arm twice as hard as your good arm. Make both hands and both feet equally good. If you are, then you're a Bruce Lee machine. Bruce could do everything with both hands and feet. And that's what made him so remarkable. Same with Jackie Chan. Oh, I guess a lot of the guys. But yes, definitely don't be a one-sided fighter like I am. I made it work for me for years, guys. I don't know why. I guess probably because I was smart enough to stay away from the people I knew would tear me apart in the ring. And I hope through my programs that I don't offend anyone and saying that anybody doesn't know what they're doing. I just feel a lot of people in the martial arts have not been properly, thoroughly trained old school Taekwondo, and that's what I like to offer to them. And if they have, good for them. And they'll recognize what my teaching is, and they will stand behind it and say, he's right. I know what he's talking about by those kind of schools that, run them in and out like cattle, give them their belts, send them on their way, and, they can't fight their way out of a paper bag. I'm not saying that about all. I see some sensational talent in these schools. In a sense, I consider it wasted talent, because if they could have got the old school training and everything that I was learning and put it into their coordinated, athletic young bodies, man, I think what I could have done with some of these guys that, yes, they're good already in the way that they were brought up and taught, but they still lack a lot of things just due to the fact they were not taught properly. And then there's those that are taught better than me, so I don't want anybody to think I'm saying I'm the best. I think I rank very high among the caliber of karate teachers. Boxing teachers on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm about a 1. But I will show you what I know and try to keep it fun and interesting. And I think this is a good outlet. If you're mad, you're angry, it's like that, another fight with your wife. So you think to yourself, man, why does she got it that way? Just keep the house clean. I'm raising 2 kids, having problems with them. She makes everything so difficult. So let's mix this up with anger management. But for me, this is a good outlet. And you get a good workout in here. Just square off of the bag. Holding that bag about 4 inches off center. Feel the workout in your arm still hooked. Okay, throw straight punches. Mix it up. It's called measuring your opponent. Muhammad Ali would do it a lot. Just because Muhammad Ali did it, don't mean you can get away with it. But he would measure his opponent, set him up, throw the right hand. So Ali would do this, set him up, distract him. He would irritate him. He would get into his head, and he would beat his opponents mentally very often by predicting rounds, by being one incredible heavyweight fighter. The best. But there's more to it than just his boxing strengths and boxing qualities. So I really hope you will take the boxing serious. I'm trying to keep it as interesting as I can. I need a holder, some focus mitts and stuff to move on. I'm going to get this uploaded to my site, so there's a few things for you to watch and begin to learn from. If you got a heavy bag, hang it up. Get a mirror. Watch yourself train in the mirror, shadow box, okay? Get a jump rope. We'll have a whole episode on jumping rope. Do road work, run, jog. Keep your hands up. Sit-ups, push-ups. Depends how serious you want to take this. Lots of calisthenics, strength training, and cardiovascular work involved if you're going to get serious about the boxing game, okay? So for you, those of you young enough, I hope I've encouraged you not to be fighters on the street, but to get into a ring environment and learn to use this in a good sportsmanlike conduct. Exhibit your talents in a controlled arena and a ring, And then I can be proud of anything that I taught you from here that might have worked with you and helped you in your pursuit. Thanks again for your time.